Welcome back. We've been focusing on the COVID crisis in the national capital, and we've been telling you about how the deaths have been mounting, which means that crematoriums and burial grounds are also overburdened. And it is the last responders at these crematoriums and burial grounds who've been working round the clock to help grieving families. And they just have one appeal to the government right now: to vaccinate them immediately.
Deaths are mounting by the day. Bodies burning on pyres non-stop. Crematoriums and cemeteries working on an overdrive. The second wave has overwhelmed the last responders. And now, these last responders have made an emotional appeal.
अभी एक साल पूरा लगभग हो गया है मेरे को, और तकरीबन मैं अब तक 1400 से 1500 डेड बॉडी यहाँ दफन कर चुका हूँ कोविड की। सबसे पहले हमें हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस मिलना चाहिए, और दूसरी बात है कि हमारे जितने भी यहाँ कर्मचारी हैं जो काम करते हैं कब्रिस्तान में, सबसे पहले उनको जो मिलना चाहिए वो वैक्सीनेशन मिलना चाहिए, जिससे वो सबसे पहले अपने आप को सेव कर सकें।
These sentiments are echoed by every worker we spoke to at Delhi's ITO graveyard.
हम चाहते हैं डॉक्टर और पुलिस वाले को जो है जो कोरोना की दवाई लगा है वो हमें भी सबसे पहले हमें भी लगना चाहिए।
Not only at ITO graveyard, at this Ghazipur cremation ground, the worries are very similar.
ये जितने भी लड़के हैं सब ने ना ये देखा कि ये कोविड है या नॉर्मल है, बस अपने कर्तव्य का पालन किया है, इन्होंने निभाया है। इनको बुखार भी चढ़ जाता है थकावट के मारे, आग है चारों तरफ, फिर भी बीच में बोडियां लगा रहे हैं, है ना। तो इनको वैक्सीन वगैरह की व्यवस्था पहले होनी चाहिए।
इस कोरोना वजह से 1 साल हो गए करते हुए, सबका काम करवाते हैं और दवाई हम भी वाली बच्चेदार आदमी है, काम करना चाहिए और हमारे वैक्सीन भी लगना चाहिए।
जैसे कि डॉक्टर हैं या सरकारी कर्मचारियों को जो वैक्सीन लगाई जा रही है वो हम लोगों को नहीं मिल पा रही है। उनको और सरकार से हमारा यही निवेदन है कि ये वैक्सीन हम लोगों को भी दी जाए और हमारे घर परिवार वालों को भी ये लगाई जाए, ताकि हम लोग तो अपनी सेफ्टी तो कर सकें, और यहाँ कोई किसी भी प्रकार की हमारे बंदों को कोई वैक्सीन नहीं लग रही है और ना ही कोई किसी भी प्रकार का मतलब कोई सुझाव दिया जा रहा है।
ये तमाम लोग हैं जो चाहते हैं कि वैक्सीनेशन जो है वो लग सके, और अभी भी अगर बात की जाए तो तमाम अब ये उम्मीद है सरकार से कि इनको भी फ्रंट लाइन वॉरियर जो है वो घोषित सरकार करे, ताकि वो भी अपने आप को अपने परिवार के साथ सुरक्षित जो है वो महफूज कर सकें। कैमरा पर्सन धर्मेंद्र गौतम के साथ सुशांत मेहरा, दिल्ली, आज तक।
In this current wave of coronavirus, it's not just the cities that have been affected. Fear is palpable in the rural areas as well, as the virus is making its way into the interior parts of the country. Here's a report from Bihar Sitamarhi district, where in fact the number of cases are going up. 8 deaths have been reported in one village alone, and health officials are saying that the reason we're seeing a rise in cases is because of lack of awareness on the kind of steps that need to be taken on COVID protocol, as well as on hesitancy to get vaccinated.
It is now clear that COVID-19 has managed to make inroads in rural India. This is Bihar Sitamarhi district, and here fear is palpable in the air.
कितने लोगों को ऐसे बुखार की शिकायत आ रही है?
बहुत सारे इंसान के, मतलब 1 हफ्ते के अंदर में 8 जने मर गए हैं। 8 गोरा मर गए।
In last 7 days, 8 people have succumbed to COVID in Basantpur village alone, and that has villagers on the edge.
8 आदमी का डेथ हुआ है।
ये सब कोविड थे या बुखार था या क्या?
खांसी बुखार दम फूलने से मरा है।
8 लोग कितने दिनों में?
1 सप्ताह के अंदर।
1 सप्ताह में?
जी जी जी।
इलाज मिल पाया था, पहुंच पाए थे सीतामढ़ी?
रास्ते में भी दम तोड़ा है। लोग डर से नहीं कराना चाह रहा है।
किस चीज का डर?
डर ये है कि भाई पॉजिटिव हो जाएंगे तो क्या कहेगा।
कितने गांव के ऐसे लोग हैं जिनमें लोगों को बुखार या सर्दी खांसी जैसे लक्षण हैं?
यहाँ 50% का 50% से ये भाव। हाँ, फिर ये भाव हर एक घर में मतलब कि 4 सदस्य 3 सदस्य बुखार से पीड़ित।
Health department officials in the village blame lack of awareness about the virus for sudden spread.
हमारे यहाँ पर जो अधिकतर लड़की लोग अभी हुआ है।
कितने हो गए?
जो 18 वर्ष से नीचे लड़की सब है। ये लोग का नाम है कि शादी ब्याह में गाने गई है शादी ब्याह में, इसलिए इन्फेक्शन हो गया है।
तो जो है सिर्फ 50 से नीचे है, मतलब वो 45 या 43 होगा। बाकी सब बच्ची सब है जो
25 साल के।
हाँ, 25 साल के नीचे की।
ये हाल है। हम जब तक यहाँ बात कर रहे थे 60 टेस्टिंग हुई थी, तब तक 8 थे संक्रमित मरीज। ये 2 और चेहरे हैं जो पॉजिटिव आ गए हैं, वो भी एंटीजन टेस्टिंग में। कुल टेस्टिंग है 60, 10 लोग पॉजिटिव आए हैं। आप ये दर समझ सकते हैं। और अभी तो शुरुआत हुई है टेस्टिंग की। अगर गांव के सभी लोग आएंगे तब आपको अंदाजा लगेगा कि ग्रामीण इलाकों में स्थिति कितनी भयानक है।
But despite all efforts, many still are hesitant about testing.
टेस्ट कराने गए?
न फीवर लग रहा है न कुछ है, तो कैसे संक्रमित है? आप कैसे बता दिए संक्रमित है?
तो फीवर आएगा तभी होता है संक्रमण।
संक्रमण का कुछ लक्षण होना न चाहिए।
नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है जरूरी।
कुछ यानी
100 में से 90 लोगों को
कोरोना का कुछ लक्षण नहीं है।
100 में से 90 लोगों को लक्षण नहीं है।
क्या लक्षण नहीं है?
100 में से 90 लोगों को लक्षण ही नहीं आते। बुखार सर्दी खांसी कुछ नहीं होता।
लेकिन यहाँ तो ऐसा लोग नहीं है।
But if that doesn't show you the grim reality in rural India. This is Raj Kishore, a tailor by profession. He has been given the Herculean task of sanitizing the village. But with limited resources,
क्या मिला रहे हैं आपको पता है? पानी
यही दवा है, ये मिला रहे हैं।
ब्लीचिंग पाउडर है ये?
यही होगा। तो
आपको ये नहीं पता है कि ये क्या है?
नहीं।
ये आपको रेनकोट क्यों दिया है पहनने के लिए?
ये बोला है पहन कर छिटने के लिए।
अच्छा, दिक्कत नहीं होती इसमें?
नहीं, दिक्कत तो नहीं हो रहा है।
गर्मी नहीं है इसमें?
गर्मी है इसमें।
गर्मी है?
गर्मी तो है।
पीपीई किट पहन के देते हैं ना, सफेद रंग का जो आता है, वो नहीं दिया?
नहीं, ये नहीं दिया। जो दिया वो पहना हूँ।
After 8 people died in Vasantpur village within a week, several infected. In random testing, a huge percentage of people found COVID positive. Now there is a sense of fear and panic in the minds of the people here in this village of Sitamarhi. As this is now going to be a huge challenge, this requires a mass-scale sanitization drive, testing drive, and ensuring treatment and isolation facility, which is now this district and these remote areas are lacking for now. This is a huge challenge for the government. With this ground report in Sitamarhi with Sanjay Kumar, this is Ashutosh Mishra reporting for India Today.
So the universal vaccination drive across the country is facing several hurdles. People are struggling to find a slot near their homes or in their cities or districts. Then there's a challenge of a vaccine shortage. Many people are turning up at these vaccination centers only to be told that there are no jabs available. Here's a sense of what the situation is in different parts of the country.
We are in the times of lockdown, but you can see the situation right here, just outside a vaccination center at Indrapuram in Ghaziabad. There are long queues and hardly any social distancing can be seen here. And the biggest problem is that authorities are not telling anyone that what kind of rules will be followed to get vaccinated. Hence, there are senior citizens, other gentlemen who are coming for 18 to 44 years, are between 18 to 44 years and are coming for vaccination. They are also not clear about the regulations, that what kind of regulations will be followed. आप लोगों को कब से खड़ा रखना पड़ा?
1 घंटा हो गया मुझे।
कुछ बताया जा रहा है होगा कि नहीं होगा?
कुछ नहीं बताया, कुछ नहीं बताया।
So no one is here to tell them that what and when the vaccination process will start, what kind of mismanagement you can see?
This is not mismanagement. This is a mess. You can see. There is no management at all. हमारी मजबूरी ये है कि वैक्सीन कहीं और अवेलेबल नहीं है, अदरवाइज हम तो पैसे देके लगवाने के लिए तैयार हैं, या जितने मर्जी पैसे ले लीजिए पर हमारे सेफली लगा दीजिए। ये कोई तरीका है?
क्या दिक्कत हो रही है?
3 दिनों से परेशान हो रही है। नहीं लगानी है तो अब बता दो, हमें पैसों की लगवाने की सुविधा देनी चाहिए, और पहले हमने पैसों की लगवा ली नहीं, अब आप पैसों की सुविधा दो जिससे हम लगवा लें। हमें ये क्या रोज के आते हैं घर को छोड़ करके, नहीं परेशान होते हैं।
कितने दिनों से आ रही हैं?
3 दिनों से आ रहे हैं।
As the number of coronavirus cases are coming down in the city of Mumbai, this brings a huge relief. But many people are questioning that BMC is testing very low. When we spoke to BMC officials, they clearly said that they are not hiding any testing and they are not even reduce any testing. They say as the COVID cases are coming down and therefore testing has gone down. Now speaking about the vaccination, Maharashtra government is speaking to many foreign vaccine suppliers like Sputnik and Pfizer. They are dealing and negotiating that maximum doses can be brought for Maharashtra. Now they are also planning that vaccination can be started at building societies and at workplaces. But the bigger question is where these vaccines will come from. Now Maharashtra government is also discussing about lockdown. Now whether the lockdown will be increased is a big question, but sources in the state government are telling us that lockdown will be increased for another 15 days, but some restriction will be lifted. With camera person Rakesh Salaskar, this is Saurabh Vakhtania in Mumbai for India Today.
It's day 2 of the vaccination drive, Karnataka, where mass vaccination is currently underway for all those 18 and above age group. And here's a huge queue, the lines that you see here. Unfortunately, it's a bumpy start today as well. Many of their registration hasn't really happened clearly. I'm going to try and check if people have got their appointments.
No, I didn't get the appointment, but yesterday I had come here. They said you can walk in directly, you'll get a token and you can get the vaccine.
Did they say that?
Yes.
Oh my God, this is precisely the confusion that's happening. The officials here are actually directing people that if you're waiting here long enough, then we'll see if we can accommodate you.
No, I didn't get my appointment. I get my registration ID.
Okay.
So they are creating confusion since morning.
And
They
how long
changed
have
their
you been
statement 10 times, I think.
How long have you been waiting?
Since morning 8 o'clock, I'm standing over here.
So there are who managed to get their time slot, but many of them who haven't. And it's a request going out, an appeal. If not for the authorities, I think a media channel like ours could be conveying this message to people in Bengaluru. If you don't have your appointment, don't end up, because first of all, it's ironic that a vaccination drive is happening at a hospital, which is already looked at as a hotspot. And then you have huge crowds and lines here, all the more contributing to this menace. Let's just hope this doesn't become a super spreader event. With camera person Pawan Kumar, this is Nabila Jamal for India Today, Bengaluru.
So to make India's vaccination drive smoother and swifter, the centre made one move, which is opening the API of the CoWIN platform, essentially to go ahead and allow third-party applications, hoping that it would help people in bringing about some useful data. It could, however, also be misused by some programmers. Here's a special report.
A scramble for vials running low.
हमारा 9 से 11 का स्लॉट है, हम यहाँ पे 8:45 बजे पहुँच गए, बट 9 बजे अभी स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है। क्या फायदा रहा आने का? फायदा क्या है? स्लॉटमेंट का फायदा क्या है? और यहाँ पे लोग जो है 12 से 1 बजे वाले भी लगे हुए हैं।
Gates have not opened. There is no point standing over here. Just see the social distancing. What are we supposed to do? Go back home?
आपका टाइमिंग क्या है?
I mean, this is kind of ridiculous now.
This is the official platform for booking a vaccine slot. But in order to make CoWIN more useful, the government unblocked a key software for third-party developers to access data. The exposed code is called the Application Programming Interface, or the API. Simply put, it's like a messenger that sends your request to a service provider and brings back the response. For instance, when you look for a flight on a travel site, you are using APIs to access airline databases for information you want in real time.
The Application Programming Interface, or the API, is a protocol that allows two applications to communicate. APIs are often made public so that third-party developers could come up with solutions that enhance the experience of the main application. But in the case of CoWIN, it is now turning out to be a double-edged sword.
In the cases of CoWIN, developers are using the API to help people get automated notifications on availability of vaccination slots. With this technology, they don't have to manually log in to look for vacancies, often multiple times a day, in the overcrowded online space. This digital platform, LabNol, has created one such solution.
What we have done is, using these public APIs, we've built up a spreadsheet where anybody can put in their PIN code and they can put in their email address. And what the spreadsheet does is it keeps connecting to this API, say every 1 hour, every 2 hours, depending on the date that the user is set. And it checks the availability of vaccines. In case vaccines are available for booking, say tomorrow or day after tomorrow or in future date, that spreadsheet will send an email alert to the users.
But some are worried programmers may use the technology to completely automate the registration process. And if that happens, a large non-tech savvy population may miss out on the vaccination bookings, which the tech savvy folks might secure through APIs.
Now, how some people may have misused this, they may have created something called RPA, robotic process automation, a normal script running. So every time they figure out that there is a slot availability, what that script will do is it will automatically open the CoWIN platform, it will register the user, it will wait for an SMS OTP which will come to that registered mobile phone number, and then subsequently read it from the mobile phone, assuming there's an application on the mobile phone, and populate it. This is not, this is basically a bot automating human behavior.
The government, however, downplays the risk of mass automation. Officials say programmers may have used the APIs to receive information faster, but rule out their unlawful use for mass registrations. According to the government, the technology limits API calls and sets apart manual and automated requests by 30 minutes to ensure level playing.
The first change where they are limiting the number of API calls per IP address, that's a very welcome change, because obviously somebody would not be able to build a mass solution, rent a server and then run these mass automations, because obviously that would not be possible. Second is by caching the data and by delaying the serving of data by 30 minutes, obviously what you are getting, what alerts you are getting may not be real time.
But in a country with a vast digital divide, concerns are being raised over vaccine equity during a deadly pandemic.
So there is definitely an ethical concern, Ankit, because you are right. Somebody who is writing a script to automate the entire behavior, he definitely has an edge on somebody who is trying to do the entire process manually.
Experts suggest both the government and the private sector should collaborate on a bigger scale to make the technology accessible to the masses.
This virus affects everyone, and whatever we are building definitely should be able to reach the masses. But at the same time, one of the recent developments, very positive development, is Paytm, which is a very, very big company. They have also added this feature in their app itself, which I'm sure is used by several crores of people. So this is when such big companies take the initiative to incorporate such functionality in their app itself, it will definitely reach the masses.
Bridging the technology divide is going to be a key element in the fight against COVID. With Sneha Murdani in New Delhi, this is Ankit Kumar for India Today.